We begin tonight with train troubles continuing to derail the everyday lives of people who live along a dead-end street in Chautauqua County. This is a story we have been following now for more than a year. Our Kristen Moran began reporting on this in May of last year. The problem is when trains stop, they block the street off, leaving people who live there with simply no way to get out. Those trains often stop on Klondike Road in the town of Ripley. Neighbors have been fighting to get something done about this for many years now, and so far, no luck. Our Kristen Moran traveling back to that neighborhood today, sharing the frustrated voices of people who say enough is enough. They want to get their lives back on track.
Over the past few years, I've introduced you to Bobby White, who lives on Klondike Road in Ripley.
So much has happened over the last 2 years. I mean, we've just gotten nowhere. It's just like we hit a wall every place we go.
She and her neighbors are frustrated that Norfolk Southern trains stop on these tracks in front of this dead-end road, parking there for hours on end, usually a few times a week.
And there's no way to get in, and there's no way to get out. So if there's an emergency, if there's a fire, there's no way to get out of here.
And each time this happens, White sends me messages keeping track of how often the trains stop.
And it's 2:12 in the morning. We've been here for a long, long time.
White has lived here for more than a decade, and this problem has caused headaches for her, her husband, and her grandchildren.
My 3 grandkids now live with me, and the bus comes, and the bus can't get through. And, you know, my husband got written up for missing work because of this, and there's nothing he can do. He can't get out.
Her neighbor, Stephen Mooney, has dealt with this for most of his life.
It's cost me a couple of jobs. It's something that's been going on for decades, and nobody's ever tried to solve it.
And over the past several months, I've reached out to elected leaders and officials at the local, state, and federal level. I've reached out to the state DOT, the Federal Railroad Administration, and of course, Norfolk Southern, and it seems that no one can provide a solution.
It's just ridiculous that it's falling on deaf ears. Everybody says, oh, I'll do something, but then they seem to pass the ball to somebody else. Pass the ball. Well, you know, pretty soon we got to make a touchdown here.
The Chautauqua County Sheriff tells me that state law prohibits intentionally blocking a highway crossing for more than 5 minutes, but railroads claim they can't control these delays, highlighting the need for federal regulation.
We need a solution.
Lives could be ruined. Like, I mean, if I could die up there, nobody could get to us. One of my grandchildren could fall down and get cut. You know, the children up the road, anybody could get hurt, no way to get to them.
Even if it means securing a grant to build a new road to the next street over, White says she won't back down in her fight for neighbors.
And I'm not going to stop banging on doors. I'm not going to stop.
Kristen Moran, 7 News, Ripley.